On the morning of February 3, 2003, American actress Lana Clarkson was found dead in the Pyrenees Castle, the Alhambra, California mansion of record producer Phil Spector. In the early hours of that morning, Clarkson had met Spector while working at the House of Blues in Los Angeles. After leaving in Spector's limousine, the two were driven to Spector's mansion and went inside while his driver waited in the car. About an hour later, the driver heard a gunshot before Spector exited his house through the back door with a gun. He was quoted as saying, "According to affidavits, I think I just shot her." Spector later said Clarkson's death was an accidental suicide and that she kissed the gun. Spector was tried for the murder of Clarkson in 2007. On September 26 of that year, a mistrial was declared due to a hung jury, with 10 jurors of 12 favoring conviction. He was tried again for second-degree murder beginning on October 20, 2008. On April 13, 2009, the jury found Spector guilty of murdering Clarkson. On May 29, 2009, he was sentenced to 19 years to life in state prison. Spector died in a prison hospital in 2021. On February 3, 2003, actress Lana Clarkson was found dead in record producer Phil Spector's mansion, the Pyrenees Castle, in Alhambra, California. Her body was found slumped in a chair with a single gunshot wound to her mouth with broken teeth scattered over the carpet. Spector told Esquire magazine in July 2003 that Clarkson's death was an accidental suicide and that she kissed the gun. The 911 call from Spector's home, made by his driver, Adriano de Souza, quotes Spector as saying, "I think I've killed someone." De Souza added that he saw Spector come out the back door of the house with a gun in his hand. Forensic examinations could not find Spector's fingerprints on the gun. According to the prosecution, Spector had previously pulled a gun on 4 women. In each case, he had been drinking and was romantically interested in the woman, but grew angry after the woman spurned him. The prosecution alleged that on each occasion, he pointed a gun at the woman to prevent her from walking out. The prosecution argued that the testimony of the other women was important in demonstrating a common plan or scheme. The defense sought to prevent the women from providing such testimony, though the law generally forbids the introduction of evidence showing a defendant's previous transgressions. The judge ruled the testimony can be used to show lack of accident or mistake. Spector remained free on $1 million bail while awaiting trial, which began on March 19, 2007. Presiding Judge Larry Paul Fiedler allowed the proceedings in Los Angeles Superior Court to be televised. At the start of the trial, the defense forensic expert Henry Lee was accused of hiding crucial evidence that the district attorney's office claimed could prove Spector's guilt. On September 26, 2007, Judge Fiedler declared a mistrial because of a hung jury. Before and during the first trial, Spector went through at least 3 sets of attorneys. Defense attorney Robert Shapiro represented Spector at the arraignment and early pretrial hearings, and achieved his release on $1 million bail. Bruce Cutler represented him during the 2007 trial, but withdrew on August 27, 2007, claiming a difference of opinion between Mr. Spector and me on strategy. Attorney Linda Kenny Barden then became lead lawyer for closing arguments. Spector's defense concentrated at trial on the claim Clarkson's death was a suicide. As a result, counsel did not bring up Spector's severe 1974 head trauma. But some observers have made the link. Studies have found traumatic brain injury raises the odds of subsequent violent crime, particularly in association with substance abuse. The retrial of Spector for murder in the second degree began on October 20, 2008, with Judge Fiedler again presiding. This time it was not televised. The case went to the jury on March 26, 2009, and 19 days later, on April 13, the jury returned a guilty verdict. Additionally, Spector was found guilty of using a firearm in the commission of a crime, which added 4 years to the sentence. Spector was immediately taken into custody and was sentenced. On May 29, 2009, to 19 years to life in the California state prison system. The California Second District Court of Appeal affirmed Spector's conviction in May 2011 and denied his request for a rehearing of the appeal shortly thereafter. On August 17, 2011, the California Supreme Court declined to review the Court of Appeal's decision to affirm his conviction. In December 2011, Spector's attorneys petitioned for review by the U.S. Supreme Court, arguing that his constitutional due process rights were violated when prosecutors used the trial judge's comments about an expert's testimony, effectively making the judge a witness for the prosecution. Spector's attorney Dennis Reardon argued the constitutional right to confront witnesses,